Hello and welcome to The Print. I am Triya Gulati and you're watching Off Script. Javed Akhtar has questioned the practice of women covering their faces with burqas. Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr L Murugan reacted to CBFC's role in OTT content. On the other hand, the release of Agastya Nanda's Ikkis has been pushed to next year. Was it because of Dhurandhar wave or astrological reasons? Here are the top headlines of the day. Veteran lyricist and screenwriter Javed Akhtar at the SOA Literary Festival 2025 challenged the practice of women covering their faces with burqas. He asked a direct question: why should a woman feel embarrassed about her face? His remarks focused on the issue of choice, dignity, and societal influence, suggesting that face covering is driven less by individual freedom and more by ingrained social pressure. Speaking at a session organized by the Indian Performing Rights Society with support from the Ministry of Culture, Akhtar questioned the reasoning behind the expectation that women should veil their faces. He asked why a woman should feel ashamed of her face and clarified that dignity in appearance applies to both men and women, arguing that revealing clothing is inappropriate regardless of gender and that everyone should dress modestly. However, he firmly separated the idea of modest dressing from the act of covering one's face. Questioning the rationale behind face veiling, Akhtar asked what could possibly be vulgar or undignified about a woman's face to justify hiding it. He urged the audience to consider the deeper reasons behind the practice, describing it as a result of social conditioning rather than true personal choice. According to him, such decisions are shaped by peer influence and the desire for approval within one's immediate social environment, even when they are presented as voluntary. Earlier this year, FIRs were lodged against YouTubers Ranveer Alavadia and Samay Raina, among others, for their obscene jokes on the YouTube show India's Got Latent. When the matter reached the Supreme Court, the apex body stated that there should be a regulatory body for content that's available online for streaming. This brought back the murmurs that started during the Tandav Prime Video India controversy back in 2021 that the OTT platforms would soon be certified by the Central Board of Film Certification. Now the government has clarified that it won't be the case. On Wednesday, Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting Dr L Murugan clarified in Lok Sabha that the CBFC is a statutory body established under the Cinematographic Act 1952. As a result, its jurisdiction is limited to films released only in cinemas. The OTT platforms, on the other hand, fall under the mandate of Part 3 of the Information Technology Rules 2021. The rules also provide for a 3-tier grievance redressal system, starting with the OTT platform, followed by an industry self-regulatory body, and then government oversight. Complaints received by the government are forwarded to the concerned OTT platforms for action under the first level of this mechanism. The makers have postponed the release of Agastya Nanda's upcoming film Ikkis. The film was earlier slated to hit theatres on December 25. However, amid the unstoppable box office wave of Dhurandhar, which shows no signs of slowing down, the makers have shifted Ikkis' release date to January 1st. Additionally, the release of Avatar Fire and Ash might also pose a strong competition to the Agastya Nanda starrer. Trade analyst Taran Adarsh shared the update on social media and pointed out how producer Dinesh Vijan and his banner Maddock Films have previously benefited from strategic release date shifts. He noted that Maddock had moved earlier films like Hindi Medium and Chhawa to avoid clashes with big-ticket releases such as Bahubali 2 and Pushpa 2, decisions that ultimately proved profitable. But Amitabh Bachchan cites astrological reasons behind the date change. Ikkis also marks the final big screen appearance of legendary actor Dharmendra, who passed away on November 24 this year. The film also stars Simar Bhatia, Akshay Kumar's niece, alongside Agastya Nanda. Directed by Sriram Raghavan, Ikkis tells the inspiring true story of India's youngest Paramveer Chakra recipient, 2nd Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal, highlighting his bravery and sacrifice during the 1971 Indo-Pak War, particularly the Battle of Basantar. The Academy Awards will begin streaming exclusively on YouTube in 2029. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences made the announcement on Wednesday, saying that it signed a multi-year deal that will give YouTube the exclusive global rights to the Oscars until 2033. The Oscars, which is planned for 15 March, has aired for half a century on ABC. Starting in 2029, which also marks the 100th anniversary of the award function, the show will be available live and for free on YouTube. The Oscars were started in 1929, but the award function didn't get televised till 1953. Originally with the NBC network, it went over to ABC in 1960 and the relationship lasted for 10 years before the rights went back to NBC. After another 5-year run, the Oscars returned to ABC and have stayed with them ever since. The first color telecast of the Oscars was also done by ABC in 1966. However, this relationship is coming to an end now and the award function is moving ahead with the changing times. Rapper Flipperachi, known for the viral hit FA9LA, has spoken about his wish to see the film Dhurandhar, which faces a ban in several Gulf countries. The movie, starring Akshay Khanna and Ranveer Singh, has garnered attention internationally, particularly after the success of its soundtrack. The song FA9LA, also known as Fasla, is a Bahrainian hip-hop track produced by DJ Outlaw and features Flipperachi. The track became particularly popular after accompanying a dance sequence by Akshay Khanna in the film. This association led to a surge in the song's popularity. Now, speaking in a recent interview, Flipperachi expressed his keen interest in watching Dhurandhar and emphasized the appeal of its cast. He noted that the film's current restrictions in the Middle East have prevented many fans from accessing it. The ban, attributed to content concerns, have been a point of discussion among audiences in the region. Flipperachi said, "Well, I would really like to watch the movie, to be honest. It's an interesting film and I'd like to see it because I'm a big fan of Akshay Khanna. We know that he's a very seasoned actor and a celebrity. Back in the day, we used to watch many of the films he did." Flipperachi also highlighted the significance of Akshay Khanna's return to a major role, noting the excitement this brings to a long-time fans. He commented on the impact of seeing prominent actors resume substantial role in films with a strong artistic presence. Thank you for watching and follow for more.